this morning, before the sun rose, I laid out the cards for Gemini, and it made me hold my breath. I've been reading the cards for over 20 years, and rarely does a spread land with this much force. Something is in motion right now, something that cannot wait. Come here, Gemini. I need you to stay with me until the end, because today the cards are going to show you the card your enemies drew, the ancestral message that justice is already moving on your behalf. Who is thinking of you right now with fear and with guilt? And what arrives in the coming days that is going to surprise everyone, including you? But first, I need to say something out loud. You are tired, and not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. You are tired of being the one who always understands, who always forgives, who always endures, while the very people who caused your pain went on living without consequence, without apology, without a single sleepless night. That exhaustion is real, Gemini. The cards see it. I see it. Justice. This is your card today, and it fell upright. Strong, unwavering, absolute. Justice is the card of cosmic balance, of truth being restored. It does not move fast. It does not make noise. But it moves, and today it is moving for you. Gemini, you have been carrying something that was never yours to carry. And the cards are saying clearly, that ends now. I want you to look carefully at your life and tell me if any of this resonates. Someone owes you money that never arrived. A debt left unpaid. An agreement broken without explanation. Or a person you trusted completely turned their back on you, spoke against you, used what you shared in confidence as a weapon. Or you gave everything to something, a job, a relationship, a project, and someone else received the credit, the reward, the recognition. Or there is a person who has been speaking badly about you, quietly, in rooms where you were not present, and you could feel it even when no one said a word. Or an opportunity was taken from you, not by circumstance, not by chance, but by someone's deliberate hand. Does any of that land, Gemini? Because justice sees all of it, every last piece. If this reading is reaching you, take a second and press like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. There are other women going through exactly what you're going through, and they need to hear this too. Don't let the algorithm hide it from them. I want you to understand something, Gemini. You have tried everything. You stayed silent when you wanted to scream. You explained yourself when you owed no one an explanation. You stepped back to keep the peace. You forgave when the wound was still open, and still, the weight did not lift. Because the weight of injustice is not something that responds to willpower. It is not something you can think your way out of. It needs something deeper, something sustained, something that works even on the days when you have nothing left to give. I see what you are carrying, my love. I see it in these cards, and I feel it. And when I see someone carrying this much for this long, I don't offer advice. I offer company. There is a small journal I created called the 21 Decrees Journal. It is 21 days of walking, not studying, not performing, just walking, one day at a time, through what needs to be released, what needs to be healed, and what needs to be opened in you. It is not a course. It does not demand anything from you except that you show up. If it calls to you, the details are in the first pinned comment below this video. Go there when you're ready. Listen to me well. The fact that you endured so much, that you stayed, that you absorbed, that you carried, it is not weakness. I want you to hear that. It is what happens when a woman learns to endure before anyone teaches her that she can also receive, before anyone teaches her that she is allowed to say, enough. That chapter of endurance did not define you. It prepared you. And now, justice has turned to face the other direction. The scale of justice does not tip suddenly. It moves in the dark, in the quiet, in the moments no one is watching. What was given in secret will be returned in secret. And then one day, in the open, where everyone can see. The key phrase the cards gave me for you today is this: justice doesn't shout, it arrives. I need to tell you about a woman I knew many years ago, when I was still learning this work. She had been accused of something she did not do, something serious, something that cost her dearly. For years, no one believed her. She did not fight loudly. She did not collapse. She held herself still and she waited. And people mistook her stillness for guilt. And then one day, without warning, without fanfare, the truth surfaced. Not because she had pushed for it, not because she had forced anyone's hand. Because truth, my love, does not need your arms to hold itself up. It holds itself. Every lie has a shelf life. Every false accusation has an expiration date. And the silence of a person who knows their own truth is one of the most powerful forces in this universe. Gemini, I have watched you carry a version of that story, and the cards today are not asking you to fight harder. They are telling you the scale is already moving. You don't have to do anything except stop holding what was never yours. Put it down. Not because the other person deserves your peace, but because you do. Here is something the old women knew. Gemini, and I want to pass it to you now. Take a piece of paper and write down the injustice, not in anger, just the truth of it, plainly. Fold the paper once, rest your right hand flat on top of it, and say out loud 3 times, "What is mine returns to me. What is not mine, I release with peace." 3 times, clearly, with your full voice. If you are able, and only if you are able, burn the paper tonight. Let the smoke carry it. This is not magic, my love. This is what the women before us did when the weight became too much to hold. They did not wait for the world to be fair. They gave the burden back to the universe and freed their hands for what was coming next. You came here today and you received something real. You received justice, the confirmation that the scale is already in motion. You received the paper ritual, a way to physically release what has been sitting in your body. And you received the understanding that your endurance was not wasted. But I want to be honest with you, Gemini. One video is not enough. One night of release is not enough to undo years of carrying. Let me say something true, my love. A reading can open a door. A ritual can clear a night. But it cannot heal what you have been holding for years, all by itself. You don't need one more piece of advice, Gemini. You need a path. The 21 Decrees Journal is that path. 21 days divided into 3 movements. The first 7 days, you cut. You identify what you've been carrying that doesn't belong to you, and you begin to set it down. Days 8 through 14, you heal. You tend to the parts of yourself that absorb the blows, the betrayals, the weight of being misunderstood. Days 15 through 21, you open. You make room for what justice is returning to you, for the things that were always meant to be yours. It is not a long course. You don't have to study anything. You don't have to be in any particular state of mind to begin. I walk with you, voice to voice, every single day. And if you open it and it doesn't feel right, if after 7 days it hasn't landed, I will give you every penny back. No questions, no explanations, because I believe in this work, and I believe in you. Write in the comments right now, I'm ready for my path. Let me see you there. The star. This is how your reading ends, Gemini. And when I saw it fall, my eyes filled with tears. The star is the card that comes after the storm. It is the sky clearing. It is the first breath after a long, long time of not being able to breathe fully. You have endured so much. You were always the one who understood when others didn't. You were always the one who held it together when everything was falling apart. You absorbed what no one else was willing to absorb. And the cards today are not asking you to endure anymore. They are asking you to receive. Your internal state is about to shift, not because the world suddenly becomes easy, but because something in you is being restored, piece by piece, quietly and surely. The promise the cards make today is not about what others will do. It is about what you will feel inside yourself. Lighter, cleaner, more like yourself than you have felt in a long time. Take care of yourself today, Gemini. Eat something that nourishes you. Drink a full glass of water. Open a window and let the air move through the room. These are small things, but they matter. They are ways of telling your body, the storm has passed. I am still here. And if you want to come back tomorrow, and the day after that, subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. For those who feel that this step calls for something more, the 21-day path is waiting in the first pinned comment. I'm not going anywhere, but decisions that get postponed, my love, sometimes become never. Let's walk with light. You don't walk alone.